We have held that Article 370 is a temporary provision on a reading of the historical context in which it was included. Article 370 was introduced to serve two purposes. First, the transitional purpose to provide for an interim arrangement until the Constituent Assembly of the state was formed and could take a decision on the legislative competence of the Union on matters other than the ones stipulated in the instrument of accession and ratify the Constitution. And second, a temporary purpose, an interim arrangement in view of the special circumstances because of the war conditions in the state. C. We have held that a textual reading of Article 370 also indicates that it is a temporary.
Back in, what was it, 2019, so the Modi government voted to basically revoke Article 370. The Supreme Court upheld the decision of the Modi government to revoke Article 370. What is Article 370? Article 370 of the Indian Constitution was a provision that specifically gave autonomous status to Jammu and Kashmir. So this area right here, which we call Jammu and Kashmir, which we used to call Jammu and Kashmir, Indian occupied Kashmir, Indian controlled Kashmir, whatever you want to call it, Jammu and Kashmir had some level of autonomy. Now, the truth of the matter is, by the time it was revoked, by the time that Article 370 was scrapped, Jammu and Kashmir really didn't have that much autonomy. Like, they didn't. So generally the way it works is that you have this thing called the concurrent lists. The governor was running the state anyways. Yeah. No. So the concurrent list, or the seventh schedule of the Indian Constitution, basically lists what the state is allowed to do, what the state is allowed to legislate over, the state level, versus the central government, what they're allowed to legislate over. Okay. First off, so if you're wondering, if you guys are new here, if you guys have never watched my show before, I talk about South Asian news. I'm the Indian Hasanabi. I'm the Tamil Hasanabi. I'm talking about South Asian news. When can I watch the next stream? Next week. Next week. I stream on weekends only. Again, I stream on weekends. I would love to stream every day. Streaming doesn't pay the bill. Article 370 actually provided specific provisions. It allowed Kashmir to have its own constitution and override basically the whatever was provisioned in the concurrent list. Right? So whatever was here did not 100% apply to Jammu and Kashmir specifically, right? That's the specific autonomous privilege that Jammu and Kashmir had. What that means is outsiders, for example, were not allowed to buy land on Kashmir land. They also had their own flag. Yes, Jammu and Kashmir had their own flag before they were reorganized into a union territory. But what Article 370 did, what the revocation of Article 370 did, is it completely scrapped this whatever privilege that Jammu and Kashmir had. It completely scrapped it, and it replaced it with it basically gave it limbo status. And then what happened was the Modi government came in and split this state into two union territories. So you now have again Jammu and Kashmir, residual Jammu and Kashmir. This is the residual part of Jammu and Kashmir. It's this half. It's this half. And then this other half that they split is called Ladakh. Right? Now, the thing is, Ladakh was always its own region within Jammu and Kashmir. They just made it official. They just made Ladakh its own official territory. Now, Ladakh is not the same thing as Jammu and Kashmir. The people that live in Ladakh are not the same people that live in Jammu and Kashmir. China just said Ladakh is theirs. Oh my, no, send me that. There is no shot China is bold enough to say something stupid like that. What the fuck are they talking about? Like, no one in this area wants to be a part of China. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, they don't want to be a part of India. What is this?
India's domestic judicial
it's Hindustan. Okay, it's Hindustan time.
ruling cannot change the fact that the western sector of China-India border area belongs to China.
Okay, wait. They already say that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. What's stopping them from claiming Ladakh? Yeah, that's also stupid. Yeah, China saying that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them is stupid. That's stupid as shit. That's dumb. Like, the people in Arunachal Pradesh do not want to be a part of China. That's fucking stupid. They do not want to be a part of China. They barely want to be a part of India. The people of Arunachal Pradesh barely want to be a part of India. What makes these idiots in the CPC think that they would want to immediately change their government? No, so Jammu and Kashmir is this residual part, Ladakh is this other part, okay? So now, is China going to colonize India? No. This isn't going to happen either. This is stupid. Okay, so this is Jammu and Kashmir. This is Ladakh, right? Now, they're both union territories. Now, union territories are directly administered by the central government. Now, the way this works, so the way you can think of union territories is that DC, Washington, D.C., for the Americans, is an American union territory. Washington, D.C. is an American union territory. They are directly governed by the central government, Congress, and they do not have the same rights as a state. Yeah, and it's just like Busty Zorro says, POK and Gilgit-Baltistan do not want to be part of Pakistan either. This region does not want to be part of any country. This region, the Kashmir region, does not want to be part of any country whatsoever. No one wants to be part of India, China, or Pakistan. None of them do. They are just cutting their bets with whoever they think is going to protect them the most. That's it. Now, here's the thing. Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are a special, unique case of union territory in that Jammu and Kashmir has not had a sitting chief minister for over 3 years. Jammu and Kashmir, 4 years at this point. Excuse me, almost 5 years at this point. Jammu and Kashmir has not had a sitting, where is it? Chief Minister of J&K. List of chief ministers vacant since 31 October 2019. Yes, Jammu and Kashmir has not had a sitting chief minister for 4 years. Why? Because it's been directly run by the President of India. They have not had a sitting chief minister that is the state level prime minister, the leader of the state. This union territory has not had a leader in 3 years. Why? Because it originally fell under governor's rule, right? Actually, no, it's been longer than that. 5 years at this point, excuse me. They have not had it for 5 years. The last chief minister was Mehbooba Mufti, and she was basically taken out in 2018. It was first governor's rule, and then it was president's rule. So for over 5 years, this state has not had any ruler, right? Has not had a chief minister in power. Right now, the current president of India, what's her name? Draupadi Murmu, is currently governing Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh directly. So why is this such a goddamn problem? What is Jammu and Kashmir's Public Safety Act? The PSA, which under Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah has been detained, allows for detention up to 2 years without trial. Yes, the former Chief Minister, Omar Abdullah, where's his name? Or not, yeah, the former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has also been under house arrest. We watched an interview with Omar Abdullah and Samdesh. This dude is under house arrest. The Indian government has placed a former chief minister under house arrest. Okay? Mufti And Mehbooba Mufti is also, I mean, they placed all of these guys under house arrest. Mehbooba Mufti is also under house arrest too. So, what does this mean? The Supreme Court of India basically just said, whatever Modi did back in 2019 is A-okay. And what he's saying is that this is the Chief Justice of India, Chandrachud, right? The Chief Justice of India is saying whatever Modi did back in 2019, where he reorganized Jammu and Kashmir, which had special autonomous status, into 2 union territories, is A-okay. Nothing wrong with that. Where the fascist central government has direct control over the country's only Muslim majority state. By the way, the other thing to keep in mind is that before this, Jammu and Kashmir was India's only Muslim majority state. Jammu and Kashmir was, before it was divided like this, Jammu and Kashmir was the only state that was Muslim majority in India. Even if you go to Ladakh, by the way, there's a common talking point where Ladakh is majority Buddhist. That's not even true. If you go to Ladakh, plurality is also Muslim. It's almost a Muslim majority country. They have a lieutenant governor, though, for both the UTs. Didn't they revoke president's rule for this? No, it is still under president's rule, Yassine. They have a lieutenant governor, but it's still under president's rule for the time being. Okay, Parliament can carve out a union territory from a state. Views of state only recommendatory. Supreme Court. This is dangerous. So the other thing to keep in mind about this decision. Okay, so the other thing to keep in mind, and the thing to keep in mind about this that is insanely dangerous, is that now, if the central government wishes, the Supreme Court has affirmed that they can just carve a union territory from a state if they feel like it. They can do that. Doesn't splitting them into 2 UTs also split the vote if they get the vote in the future? I don't know which way. We don't know which way Ladakh is going to vote. We don't know which. Ladakh is it's a union territory. We've never seen what Ladakh votes like. Because Ladakh is a new, it's completely new. Right? It's one of the newest union territories, I think. Ladakh is, we don't know how they're going to vote. Like, you do have people from Ladakh. What's his name? You do have, MPs from Ladakh that are BJP guys. But Ladakh is also majority Muslim. Or it's plurality Muslim. So we don't know how they're going to vote. Ladakhis aren't happy. They want to become a state again. That is the only hope that we have for Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. That's the only hope we have left. It's that the next government turns these 2 union territories into into proper states, just like Tamil Nadu. And that is the only hope that we have left. And if they don't do that, the longer they keep them as union territories, the more separatist movements are going to, or let me put it this way. The way I see it is that the longer the union government keeps suppressing people in Ladakh and in Jammu and Kashmir, right? The longer they keep doing this military occupation, the more people are going to get angsty. I don't have any hope left. This government is going to start making union territories if they win in 2024. They're going to try. They're absolutely going to try and make union territories from states that they don't like. They're absolutely going to try and do that. I have no faith in this. BJP is a full-blown fascist government. They are a fascist government. They are run by fascists. And the people that are running the BJP, to give you an idea, friend of the show, Boy Meets Mini, is currently in Uttar Pradesh right now. When he went to the market just the other day, he saw a bunch of RSS people. he saw a bunch of people in orange robes / RSS guys. Yeah, he went to UP to visit his family. UP is supremely fucked. The poison that the BJP and the poison that RSS and Bajrang Dal and VHP have been funneling into the country has permanently ruined the country for generations. They have ruined this country for generations. The BJP has absolutely ruined India for generations. There is no, like, even if Congress wins next year, and even that's up in the air right now, even that's up in the air. If Congress wins next year, or India Alliance wins next year, the amount of work it is going to take to remove the poison of Hindutva from India, it is going to take significant amounts of work. I had a Dalit friend who opposes the BJP, but it said it's nice of them to be Islamophobic. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, when we shit on UP, we salute the UP survivors. Literally braver than the troops. Oh my, yeah. Whichever state doesn't vote for BJP will become Union territory. Tough times ahead. So literally, the North Indians will decide the fate of South Indians. This is a problem. Yeah, it is very likely to be a problem. The other thing that the BJP is trying to do in order to reduce the representation of South India is through delimitation. I don't think they will touch the South yet. No, they're going to try and touch the South. No, Finn Peanut, they've already made inways into the South. They won seats in Telangana. Whereas previously the BJP didn't win any seats in Telangana, they gained ground in Telangana. What about Gujarat, Maharashtra? Gujarat is a solid BJP state. Not only is it a solid, it is the BJP state. Gujarat is the BJP state. That's where Modi comes from. Like, if there's one state that the BJP is allowed to grow their presence in, it's their home state. Gujarat. And Maharashtra is like they're never going to, Gujarat is never going to vote for anyone but the BJP. Gujarat is permanently brain poisoned. They'll try, but I don't think it's possible for them in South India. It's almost like they'll leave it on its own since they're... No. They will try it. They have been... Like, Yassine, where there is a will, there is a way. The BJP will try this with South India. Absolutely. I have a feeling they're even going to touch Muslim majority areas and Hindu majority areas like UP. They already are. Uttar Pradesh is gone, right? Like, even if Samajwadi Party takes Uttar Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh is permanently brain poisoned. It's brain poisoned. There's no coming back from that. Gujarat is like a state that I would personally stay away from. Mayawati and Yadav are controlled opposition now. No. You can make an argument for Mayawati, not Yadav. You cannot make that argument for Yadav. Yadav is part of the India coalition. They're not controlled opposition now. Yeah, you can say, like, Mayawati, the BSP has been going in a direction that I do not like, that I am not a fan of. BSP is going in a direction that I am not the biggest fan of, but Samajwadi Party is definitely part of India. They're part of the India coalition, and as part of India coalition, they have responsibilities to meet. So, I don't consider Yadav to be controlled opposition. Because they're part of a broader coalition, they have responsibilities that they have to meet in Uttar Pradesh. There is pressure on Yadav, on Akhilesh Yadav, as part of being India, as part of being part of the India coalition. There's pressure on them. Because UP is going to be a battleground state in 2024. I've seen them all over. I know people who switch from Congress to BJP in Puducherry. I mean, it worked, especially with their alliance now. Yeah, like they've done the central government has done this before. They have imposed governors rule, or they've imposed governors and presidents rule on many states many times in the past. They already have the ability to take over the state if they need to. It's one of the most barbaric provisions, right? They already have the ability to do that. Karunanidhi was kicked out and then I think it was MGR was also kicked out and thrown in jail. Karunanidhi was thrown in jail, right? So they already have the ability to kick out they already have the ability to kick out individuals. Like they already have the ability to kick out chief ministers and arrest them. They have the ability to do that. So it's dark times ahead for South India. As far as Northeast India, again, I think what is going to happen in Northeast India is that they're going to vote for who, like, Northeast Indian voting patterns has always been whichever party happens to be dominant. Their voting record has generally never been entirely independent of the central government. It never really has been. It hasn't really been independent of the central government anyways, to begin with. Because again, they're border states. So they're going to, what happens if they don't vote for the BJP? If they don't vote for the BJP, it is not can they become a union territory? They can, but it is such an inconsequential vote base for the BJP anyways that they're not likely to do that. Like, they've already become, like, Northeast doesn't provide a massive basis of support for any party to begin with. So that makes the Northeast dependent on whatever party happens to come to power. Have you talked about Mahua Moitra being removed from parliament? I talked about it last week. Yes. Yes. It is a very motivated thing that the central government did. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Mahua Moitra was corrupt, but again, the BJP expelling Mahua Moitra for corruption is the pot calling the kettle black. Like, they're not going to. It's the pot calling the kettle. It's the pot calling the kettle black. Why don't the Tamil party spread their influence for, say, Kerala and further? Caste. That's the reason. Caste. That's the reason. That's the main reason. Caste. The communists, up until recently, like, the thing is, the Dravidian parties of Tamil Nadu, especially the DMK and the DK, its predecessor, their main, and this is what everyone gets wrong about why Dravidianism didn't take off in the other states. Dravidian nationalism or Dravidian ideology has taken off among the oppressed castes in the other states. It's like Dravidianism has kicked off among Dalit peoples in Kerala, but it hasn't gained the level of popularity as the Communist Party, because the communists are run by Nayars and Nambudris and Nasrani Christians. If you go to Andhra Pradesh, all the parties are run by the dominant caste of Andhra Pradesh: Kapus, Rajus, Naidus, Chaudhries, Reddys, right? Kamma castes. Like, all of the major parties in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are run by dominant castes, like upper castes. So Dravidianism doesn't help them. The situation in Tamil Nadu was so extreme, where Brahmins had a complete, damn near monopoly on all the power in Tamil Nadu, that what Dravidian parties did, or the Dravidian movement, self-respect movement did, is it basically it created in Tamil Nadu a situation similar to Andhra Pradesh, where certain castes that were completely excluded, hold on a second, were certain castes that were completely excluded from life, that were completely excluded from public life, were given a chance to enter public life. Hold on, I have to grab a tissue paper. Amit Shah has eyes on Pakistan-administered Kashmir now. What? The hell do you mean? What do you mean he has eyes on POK? Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, guys. Good luck. Yeah, okay, India's going to take back the parts of Kashmir administered by Pakistan. Yeah. What are they going to do? Like, Pakistan, China, and India are all nuclear armed countries. What the hell are you talking about? All three countries are nuclear armed countries. What do you mean? What the hell do you mean? What do you mean? He said in parliament, yeah, good luck to him. Good luck. Pakistan is also a nuclear armed country. Like, Pakistan is a diplomacy, my ass. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Good luck. Pakistan is a country that is literally owned by the military. Pakistan is a country that is owned by the military. The military is the largest landowner in Pakistan. What do you mean you're going to negotiate with the Pakistani military? Congratulate, it's nationalistic jingoism. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's so stupid. Pakistan's nukes aren't American. Does the U.S. control Pakistan's nukes? No, the U.S. does not control Pakistan's nukes. When Hassan says, when Hassan says Pakistan is a client state of the United States, what client state means is that, yes, the Pakistani military apparatus's goals, quote unquote, align with the U.S.'s goals on a lot of issues. Yeah, Pakistan doesn't have a military. The Pakistani military has a country. And it goes, like, to give you an idea of how insane this is, to give you an idea of how much the Pakistani military controls the country, I was talking to Mod Sarah earlier. Moderator Sarah, forgot her full name again. Sarah, animated Sarah on Twitter. I was talking to her about this. The Pakistani military has separate lines for hospitals. The Pakistani military has separate lines for hospitals. That's how much they control the entire country. It goes down to being able to get a procedure done is a life and death situation depending on whether you have military family or not. There are no public institutions in Pakistan. Everything is private or it's military owned. Aren't they corrupt as fuck? Yes. Yes, the Pakistan military. Yeah. Pakistan's entire budget is dedicated to the military. Don't you think Pakistani leader wouldn't trade Kashmir for a better lifestyle for the people of Pakistan? Ex-India could help them a lot in getting funds and investments from other organizations. No. No. Because Kashmir is vital. Kashmir has resources that are vital to Pakistan and India. No. Also, it's an issue that Kashmir, that Pakistan, like, here's the thing. What India is doing in Kashmir is horrific. Yeah, they'll also lose popular support. Like, if anything can break the Pakistani military, if anything can break the rule that the Pakistani military has, it's this. It's if they give the Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir to India. That's what can break Pakistan, the Pakistan military's rule over Pakistan. It's if they decide to give this up. Yeah, they'll immediately lose power.